Hello, and welcome to Wednesday, November 27th. I'm so glad you're here with me today for Coffee with Coach Allan. Hope you're having a great day. Today's topic, little kinder and softer than yesterday, for sure. I want to talk about a concept called inertia. Now, inertia is basically a tendency for something in motion to stay in motion or for something at rest to stay at rest. We apply inertia as a concept to exercise all the time because we know that getting started can be the hardest part. And we know once we're going, things get a lot easier. That is true. Both of those are true statements. And yes, I would strongly encourage you, if you're not doing something right now, to step up and start doing something. Let inertia work in your favor. Now, inertia is a great force because, yes, it does keep you moving, but you have to ask yourself this one question first. Are you moving in the right direction? Okay. So if you'll take a few minutes and think about what you want to accomplish, it kind of gives you an idea. So I'll give you an example. If you decided you wanted to get stronger, and you decided that you were just going to go ahead and go to the gym and start throwing weights around, the likelihood you would injure yourself is so much higher than if you did it a little bit smarter. And so that's why I'm saying, yes, I do agree. Getting started is the hardest part, almost always the hardest part. But before you do actually jump in and just start doing stuff, take a moment to think about what you're doing and why you're doing it. And does it fit your overall objective? Okay. Too many times we will start down a road and we won't feel like we're getting anywhere. And then we quit. That happens over and over. I see it all the time. I started eating better and I didn't get what I wanted, so I quit. Well, what did you want? I wanted to lose some weight. Well, how much weight? What did you want to lose? What was your timeline? None of those things were mapped out. So there really wasn't a plan. It was okay, I got to get started. And the getting started was eating better. And it really wasn't defined. So if you want to make inertia work for you, which again, once you get started, it's so much easier to stay started. Make sure you're going the right direction first. So if you want weight loss, if you want to get stronger, if you want to do something for sports later, like maybe in the spring, you want to be ready for something, that's a direction. Don't try to go in three different directions at once. Pick one direction and get your momentum. We're a good month away from New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, where people will typically do a resolution, but they don't stop and just do one resolution. They tend to do three or four, two, three, four, and as a result, they're pulling themselves in multiple directions, and that's where inertia can become the problem. So if you're serious about making something happen, pick one battle. Pick one direction and then figure out exactly what you need to be doing for that one thing. And then you move. Once you have inertia moving in one direction, it's a lot easier. That's absolutely certain. It's absolutely true. But you got to make sure you're going in the right direction first, or you're going to end up down the road unhappy with the outcome and disillusioned. And particularly if you try to do two or three things at the same time and none of them actually happened. So if you're really into this and you want something to happen, here's the steps. Step number one, decide what you really want. Pick one thing. Maybe it's weight loss. Maybe it's strength. Maybe it's a sports related, something like stamina, or you want to be better at something. Whatever it is, get that one thing. That's the first step. The second thing, what do you need to do to accomplish that thing? So if it's weight loss, it could be that you're going to start eating a lot more whole food. It could be that you're going to drink more water. Pick one. Don't pick 4 or 5, pick one. Do that one thing until you've built inertia. So 3 steps. I blew it. 3 steps. Number 1, figure out what you want. Number 2, pick one thing that will move you in that direction. Just one thing, not 3, not 4, one thing. And then part 3 is actually start doing it. Now, what you want to do is keep doing this until you have solid inertia. You're moving forward. When you feel that pull, so there's a pull from inertia, it's a force. When you feel that pull, that's when you can consider adding something else. So an example, if I wanted to lose weight, I would probably shift to whole food first. That would probably be my first step. I would shift to whole food. I would want 95 to 99% of what I put in my mouth to be whole food. That's my direction. Okay, that's going to help me lose that weight. So I've got what I want is the weight loss. What I'm going to do is I'm going to eat whole food, and here's my guidelines. And number 3 is I'm going to go do it. Now that might be very difficult at first because that's not how most people eat. That's not what's available in most houses. That's not what's available in most restaurants. So I'm going to have to do some manipulation. I'm going to have to do some changes. I'm going to have to change things around me, and I'm going to have to be ready to react as I go, but I need to get that momentum. I need to get that inertia. So I've got to start moving in that direction. So maybe I decide I'm not going to eat out for the first week. Maybe I decide I'm going to go clean out my pantry. Whatever I need to do, I've got to get that inertia going. I got to get that momentum going. So again, don't pick 3 things. Don't set 3 goals. Just pick one and actually do it. And when you're doing it, inertia will be on your side. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'll talk to you tomorrow.